So let's cross now. Let's speak to the person who's organised this day, so knows far more than I do, Simon Baum. So Simon, why have you decided to put this day together? I mean, many people will argue, of course, it's nothing to celebrate.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Sadie. So yeah, I'd like to start by saying food banks just shouldn't exist. It's not a day to be celebrated at all. There's more food banks than McDonald's in the UK, and there was a recent survey that said over 1 million people every month go without food for an entire day because they can't afford it.
Yep.
So we put together Food Bank Day to raise awareness of food banks. Everybody hears about food banks in the news, you hear about it all the time, but a lot of people, they don't know where their local food bank is, they don't know what it needs. A lot of people don't really even know how it works. So Food Bank Day is about 4 things. It's about giving food items, it's about finding out about volunteering, it's about donating financially if people can, and it's about demanding action on food banks so that we don't need a Food Bank Day.
Yeah, well, exactly that. And I mean, I know that food banks are already working extremely hard at this stage before the full effects of the winter kick in. I mean, what's it like locally to where you are?
Well, actually, it's funny that you ask, because that's one of the reasons why I've set it up, because lots of my friends are really struggling in the rise in energy bills and cost of living. And one of my friends recently, who I thought was, doing really well, said that after their bills and everything that comes out, they don't have any money for food, and that they had gone to a food bank because they just didn't have anything left. And I think more and more people are feeling like that. And the aim of Food Bank Day really is to try and give the biggest possible boost to food banks, which is, it's going to be undoubtedly be their busiest ever winter.
Well, it looks like it, doesn't it, with the cost of everything going up. It's not just the cost of fuel, is it? It's just everything going up. And as you're saying there, some people are using it who wouldn't have dreamt they would have to use a food bank.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, a few of my friends have taken second jobs. They're looking at other ways that they can make money in the evening when they get home from work. And it's looking, with the cost of living going up and up, it's looking more and more likely that more people will have to use these food banks. And it's just essential that people know more about them. It's not just about giving money, because right now that's so hard, to ask people to give money. It's about, there's more that you can do. There's a brilliant app actually called Bank the Food, which is an app that is on our website. Our website is foodbankday.co.uk, and that tells you what the food bank in your local area needs. So rather than just going and giving random things, which is great as well, you can go and work out exactly what they need, and those things that they need might end up being cheaper than some of the things that you would buy. But also we're asking people to, if you can, write to your local MP. There's a brilliant, I wouldn't know what to say. But there's a brilliant IFAN, who are the Independent Food Aid Network. They've got a template where you can just print it out and you can write your details on. And there's a link to that on our website, and that will demand action. So MPs take this more seriously, and we bring this more into light.
Do you think that they've sort of thought, oh, well, food banks can help with that? I mean, the work of people like Marcus Rashford, who's part of our England World Cup squad, who I can say has done very well at the moment.
I know.
I'm saying nothing else, and people have taped so they may be wanting to watch it later.
Yes.
But he's done very well, let me just say that. So he's made a wide impact. But where in the list of priorities, that amongst the worries of energy, wider economy, mortgages, etc., should this sit for the government in your eyes? I mean, the government has said the cost of living payments have helped with this, but is it enough?
I don't think it's nearly enough. I mean, the cost. I get the cost of living payments. I'm a single dad, and I'm on a low income, and they have helped a bit. It's great, but when it comes to my energy bills and everything, it's not even a month, and there's only 2 of those payments, and it's just not. When things are getting, Christmas is on its way, and there's a lot of pressure. We do as parents, we all do the best we can, but there's still pressure to make it really lovely. And I think that when it comes to, I don't think those payments even touch the sides. I think that it needs to be taken much more seriously. And I think if MPs were out and about in the local area and talking to people and seeing exactly the situations that everyday people, not just low-income earners, but middle-income earners, then they would realise that this is an emergency.
Well, Simon, thank you very much indeed for talking to us. And interesting, this day, Food Bank Day. Simon Bourne is the man behind the day. Thank you very much indeed for speaking to us. Give us a call on that. Have you used it, or do you think,